Thank you for stopping by. In this episode, we have hilarious stand-up comedian Nicky Davis Miller. We talk about her growing up in Southern California, her starting stand-up comedy at the Ha Ha Comedy Club in North Hollywood, doing shows during the pandemic, and a whole lot more. She's a blast to talk to. I know you're going to enjoy it. Like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Listen to us on Spotify or iTunes, and we'll talk to you in the next episode.
Someone called me a handsome woman yesterday. That's not a compliment. I was like, Caitlyn Jenner is a handsome woman. Not exactly the look I was going for, sir, but thank you very much. I'm terrified of getting a fupa. Do you guys know what a fupa is? Yes? It's becoming more popular these days. Who can tell me? Yell it out what it is, what it stands for. Oh my God, say it again.
Upper pussy area.
You're way too fucking excited about that. I feel like you just gave me one. That actually I heard. That was like a visceral pain that went into my pre-foop. Oh my God, yes. I always have someone else say it because I don't like to bust out the P word. Nobody wants to hear the P word coming out of a 50-year-old handsome woman's mouth at the top of her set.
Yeah, give it up. That was Nicky Davis Miller at the Improv. Yeah, good stuff.
Oh, I missed those laughs.
Right?
I missed them so much.
Oh man, dude, that was a good club over there.
Oh my God,
right?
I missed
Was
it.
it Brea or?
That was Ontario, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Let me just.
Could have been Brea. It might have been Brea, but it probably was Ontario.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Ontario is the easy club. They're just like
They're great.
they're the greatest people.
Oh man, they're great audiences over there. It's definitely not that LA crowd, you know. They're like regular people.
They're want to laugh.
Yeah.
They're just like super groovy, awesome. Was that the Inland Empire?
Yeah.
The IE?
Yeah,
people?
the IE. Yeah. Totally. Yeah, it's a whole nother world over there in IE, right?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. I mean, some of those people that live over there, they don't even go to LA.
They just stay within their own little, within the mall, basically.
Yeah.
That's like their city over
Yeah,
there.
that's all you need.
The Ontario,
Yeah.
I don't know what to call that big mall that they've got there.
Yeah, that's a cool mall.
It's huge.
Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're open right now, you think?
I don't think so. I wish they were.
Because I know some malls are open, though.
Oh, the
right?
mall itself?
Yeah.
Maybe because it's
Yeah.
not in LA. Maybe they're a little more lax with how many people they're allowed in.
Yeah. Well, no, I know for sure that the improvs aren't open and the comedy clubs. We're just being treated like the redheaded stepchilds that we are, huh?
Weren't we already?
Yeah,
Even
we
more
were
now.
already,
I know.
and then it's just like no more fun for you.
I was lucky enough to get in at the Comedy Store when they were doing a little bit of, they were letting people up in the window.
Oh, okay, yeah, I heard about that. I never went to check it out. How was it?
It was really fun. I mean, it was, it's like you're doing it in a goldfish bowl, and it's a bar show.
Yeah.
So it's people sitting outside, and they had a little bit of a monitor so you could kind of hear them back.
Yeah.
And then they also were projecting in the back parking lot as well.
Oh, okay.
It was so fun. I was like, oh, I'm getting up at the Comedy Store, you guys.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was super fun.
Yeah. Yeah. That's cool. And then they shut it down again.
They're shut down again.
Yeah.
Yeah. No more.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had a little deal with the city, I guess, for a while, and the city was like, West Hollywood, they're like, we'll look the other way, and then things really, they came down on them again. Like, we're going to have to close it.
Yeah. But then, there's strip clubs that are open. I don't understand that.
Oh, it's an essential business, apparently.
Yeah.
Boobs are essential.
Yeah, people need to see these and throw money at them.
Get your priorities straight.
Exactly.
People throw money at them.
Right? This glitter won't hurt you. Might break up your marriage, but it's not going to hurt you.
God.
Yeah.
Have you been to a strip club?
No, but my buddy has. Yeah.
Is he working there, or he just goes?
He just went, because he's newly divorced.
Oh, wow.
So he's on a tear.
Oh, my God.
He wasn't going to let this stop him.
Jesus. What a horrible time to be broken up. You're in complete isolation now.
Yeah, I know.
It's either nobody or strippers.
Yeah. No, totally. And he's, you know, trying to get out there and trying to date. And, you know, he's like excited that he's single, you know, and, but it's like a whole nother dating life right now.
Anybody I know?
No.
Oh, okay. Not a
Yeah,
comic.
he's an old buddy of mine. But the thing is, he married a Swedish girl, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he actually moved to Sweden for like 2 years, and then they got a divorce, and then he came back.
Oh, okay.
So he just came back during this whole pandemic thing. And I don't know if you know about Sweden, but they didn't shut down.
No?
They haven't. They've never shut down.
But they're fine, I'm sure, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Swedes, they get it.
Yeah.
They get it.
Yeah. It's that Viking blood you guys got.
That's what it is. They let him do drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're cool. They're like easy breezy sex.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
whatever.
No. Yeah, it's crazy.
That's insane. Did you see I wore my Chicago shirt for you?
Yeah, that is badass.
I was saving it.
That's a really cool shirt. It looks retro, and I don't know, it's fucking badass.
I got it from
Bears.
Da Bears. I got it from Chicago when I went.
Oh, awesome. Yeah. Do you do shows over there? What'd you do?
No, I was there visiting a friend.
Okay.
My friend Suzanne was living over there at the time, and I paid a lot. They charge a lot for these shirts.
Yeah, cheap. Yeah.
Yeah, but I like
it looks
it.
great.
It's a good shirt. It's a good shirt.
For sure.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Did you have fun with your friend over there?
I did. Yeah, that was a few years ago, and it was in winter. It was my first Chicago winter experience.
Wow, and you're a California girl, Southern California.
Yeah.
And have you seen snow before? You've been to Big Bear, right?
Yeah, and I have family in Wisconsin.
Oh, okay.
So in Virginia, so I've seen snow for sure, but nothing like the winds and the cold off the lake.
Yeah.
I showed up in a coat. She goes, bring a coat. I'm like, all right. So I bring my warmest coat. And I get off the plane, and she looks at me, and she goes, oh, my God. That's not going to be good. Yeah. So she got her mom to lend me this thing that went entirely around my face and to the ground, to my feet.
Yeah.
And just like this much of my face was sticking out. And it was awesome. It was really fun for like a week. And then I'm like, all right, I'm ready to go home now.
Yeah, man. It's no joke.
It's not a joke.
Yeah. What'd you like about the city?
What I like about it, I don't really.
Did you go bar hopping?
A little bit. I'm not a huge drinker. We went to see a little bit of comedy, just sort of like some improv-y sort of comedy.
Oh, okay. Some sketch.
Yeah, and we walked around, and what did we do? Yeah, I mean, we mostly just hung out together because we were friends. Yeah, we didn't do like all of the Chicago stuff.
Yeah, plus, I mean, in the wintertime, you're like, no, I'm good here.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be on my air mattress if you need me. Filled up with hot air.
It's not air in there, it's ice. Yeah.
Exactly.
Air froze. Yeah, I'm in an ice cube.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, that's nuts. I remember going back for a wedding, a couple years ago, and I was in the... Because I had all my winter coats from Chicago, but like I never used them out here, right? So I just gave them the goodwill. They were way too thick, for anything out here, man. They're like next level over there, I had some real thick leather jackets and stuff, and I'm like, oh my God, I could never wear those here. So I just ended up giving them all away. And then when I went back, I had no winter clothes to keep me warm, and yeah, so I had to buy another winter coat, and but yeah, the rest of the clothes is not suitable either because you got holes in my jeans and stuff, and that wind goes right in there.
I was wearing 2 pairs of tights and a pair of jeans and thermal underwear and the coat, and yeah, it was crazy. They should be able to rent you a coat when you get off the plane.
Yeah, right. That would be a good business.
And then they just clean it and give it to the next person.
Right? Yeah,
the next idiot from California.
Oh, right. But yeah, nowadays that will never happen, right?
No.
Because we got the cooties. Because the cooties is out there.
That's right. I like to lick the sleeves.
Yeah.
Before I get it back.
Yeah, I was in the elevator, and it was so funny because a couple was looking down at my shoes, and the guy says to his wife, he's like, "Look, sweetie, he's got his winter Vans on." I'm like, oh.
They were so making fun of you.
Yeah.
His winter Vans. That's so hilarious.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God. Well, what have you been up to?
This since July.
Yeah?
Yeah. So this has been keeping my brain, busy, and when the whole everything shut down, I was just basically on YouTube, just learning about, film production and editing and all that stuff. So, I had plenty of time to watch a bunch of stuff. So, as soon as the unemployment check cleared, I got some deals and
little upgrades on your life that you
Yeah.
can make when you start getting the unemployment checks.
Right. Yeah.
I spent a lot of my house just trying, making it nicer, getting some
Yeah.
curtains that I had been putting off. And
Right.
I'm sure actually, they probably want you to do that a little bit,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Sure.
Stimulate the economy, make Jeff Bezos a little more money.
For sure.
He's
Yeah.
probably not doing too well these days.
Yeah. Poor guy.
I know, I feel bad.
I know. Jesus. Oh man, yeah. He bought like the most expensive, I think, house in LA.
Where's that?
It's in. I think it's in Bel Air.
Okay.
Yeah, I forgot how much it was, but it was crazy.
Wow.
Yeah. And it's so crazy because he's still like so loaded, even after giving his ex-wife half of what he had.
Oh my God.
In the divorce, because he didn't have a prenup with her. He got married with her way before he made all this money.
Oh man.
So half, and he's still like extremely loaded. Like that
Well,
guy.
he could help all of us.
Right.
The whole
Yeah.
world probably.
The whole world. Yeah. He could give all those homeless people in Venice a house there.
A house in Venice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And still have money.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
A lot
Yeah.
of money.
Yeah. It's crazy. Have you been to Venice lately?
Not lately, no.
Oh my God. It looks like apocalypse. There's just, I don't know, there's more. They're like walking homeless zombies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The tents
Yeah.
and stuff like that too.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, a lot of
But I
tents.
mean, it's kind of always been like that in Venice, but now it's like even next level.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So it's crazy.
Yes, it's like that in Hollywood too.
Yeah.
All up and down Sunset Boulevard. It's
Yeah.
it's tense, and I've noticed in the valley too on the underpasses
Yeah.
on the way to the freeway. It's just, I mean, I saw a guy who had like I don't know if it was a guy or a girl, but it would have like a house set up. It was like chairs and a table and like artwork on the side, like that somebody had hung up on the walls. Like it was like an outdoor home in the freeway underpass that somebody had just made their own.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
I was just like, I
No,
guess
they're getting creative.
yeah, they're getting creative, is right.
No, yeah, I know. I saw some elaborate setups around here too, because they're doing that here around under the underpasses as well.
Yeah.
They got like huge communities, man. Like on both sides of the street, it's just filled with, tents and stuff, and they're just, yeah, it's a whole compound.
I wonder if there's like a hierarchy in there. Like there's the boss.
I think there is.
Yeah.
I think there is. Yeah, like there's some open micers of homeless people. They're like, no, you're not ready. Yeah.
They pay homeowners fees.
Yeah. So homeless problem is just out of control.
I know. Or is it in control? Maybe now we're getting control. That like we're learning how to cope with it. I don't know. Are there new homeless people, or are we just like having more tents now?
Yeah, that could be it too. I mean, I don't know, but apparently they're not getting COVID because they're thriving.
They got the vitamin D on their side. They're outdoors
That's a
all
good
day.
point. Yeah.
Is that true? They're not getting it.
Well, I mean, I'm just making a joke, but like I'm seeing their population grow, right?
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
And then if you watch the news, supposedly our population is shrinking because all these people are dying, right?
Yeah, right.
That's what they say. So
That's so bizarre.
So
There's something to be said for staying outdoors all day long.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, just getting the sun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I mean,
it's healthy.
Yeah. I mean, it's not, we're not making this up. It's proven, fact that, you get vitamin D from the sun, and that's good for the immune system.
That's right.
So, it's so weird that, this whole thing is going on, and they don't, they're so busy telling us how many people died and all this stuff, and wear a mask, and yeah, that's fine. Clean your hands. Yeah. wash your hands, all that stuff. But they're not telling us, hey, maybe you should, drink some more orange juice. Yeah, this is good for the immune system. You should do this. It's good for the immune system. Why don't you give us some good information along with the
scary information?
No, it's just the terror. It's not nothing that could be helpful. That's why I had to just stop watching.
Oh, I don't watch the news ever.
Yeah.
It's too much.
Yeah.
I used to have it on my phone, and every morning I'd wake up and look at it, and it was like North Korea, Trump, school shooting, and now COVID. I'm like, nope, flip that off.
Yeah. Right.
I don't want to know.
Yeah, right?
I know it's there.
Right. It's there. Yeah, right. We don't need to hear these numbers.
No.
It's crazy.
It is crazy.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, imagine hearing the death count every day. Even if this wasn't going on, people die every day, imagine hearing that.
Oh, just a regular death count. Yeah.
Right.
No, it's depressing.
Yeah.
I don't want to know.
No.
They just start listing people's names that died today in the hospital. No,
right.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah. Right. No, we know.
Yeah,
people die.
Yeah,
right.
It's part of life.
I don't need to, take a body count here. Yeah. George, William.
You just wake up every morning and read the
obituaries.
The obituaries, the obits.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So what's been going on? Have you been doing any Zoom shows or anything like that?
I did. I hosted a few, and then I did a couple of Sam Hale.
Mm-hmm.
She had a couple shows, and then I was able to do one of the shows at the Magic Castle.
Oh,
do you know what that is?
In Hollywood?
Yeah, it's called Magic Asphalt, and Tammy Jo Deeren.
Oh, cool.
And her wife run it, and they have huge.
It's inside the Magic Castle?
No, it's in the parking lot. So you're on the stage, and they've got Bill Burr, they've got David Spade, Maria Bamford. The list of the people that are on these shows is just completely insane.
Wow.
And I got to host one.
That's awesome.
Yeah, people sit in their cars, and it comes through on your FM radio, and the whole parking lot is just filled with people. Yeah, and they charge by the car, and then there's probably 4 or 5 people in a car, and then they're all watching, and you can't beep. And their way of showing you laughs is that you buy this little hand thing, and you go you shake it.
Oh, okay.
And it goes.
Yeah.
So that's your laughs.
Oh, okay.
It's like doing comedy for a field of locusts. But it's really fun though. Once you get the hang of it, I would love to go back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
It was interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bill Burr's done a bunch of them.
Has he?
Yeah.
Mm.
So people are getting up.
Yeah.
But mostly out. It seems like the parking lot shows or the drive-in shows are the ones that are they haven't shut them down. They have a COVID inspector that comes.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. They had to pay the fire department to come down and inspect everything. And
okay.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
Yeah.
It's an operation.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm seeing that from being on set. They have special designated COVID people.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know where they went to college for this, but they got a badge in it.
CU.
Yeah.
COVID in university.
Yeah, that's where.
Oh my God.
Makes sense. Yeah. And they're just there on set just to, point out different things and tell you, hey, 6 feet apart and your mask is too low. You need to higher it above your nose. And
so they're like the hall monitors of
exactly.
the set. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And write you up.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Totally. Yeah. No, it's crazy. So but that's what needs to be done if you're gonna work during this whole thing going on. So
yeah. What you're working on shows and things like that?
Yeah, mostly pilot shows. And,
that's great.
Yeah, they're not out yet, so
that's great that you're able to get out and do stuff, though.
Yeah.
Even just to go out and have a test 3 times a week is more things that I do during the week. Just the testing alone.
Yeah, it gives you something to do, and you don't have to get out of your car. It's kind of cool.
That's nice.
Yeah, you just pull up to the curb, and then they shove a Q-tip in your nose, and yeah.
I have a 20-year-old niece, or maybe she's 22, and she said that she went to go. It was at Moore Park College. They live in Ventura County, and she went through the little drive-through, and they give you the I guess they put the swab in her nose, and it was like this. She said it was like this super hot, like medical tech, right? So they put it in her nose, and they pull it out, and she looks over at it, and there's just a big booger just chilling on the end of it. She said it took everything for her. She said, I wanted to drive away and not even get my results. Like I would have just left, but and the guy didn't do anything. He said nothing. No, didn't blink an eye. Just a huge booger on it. Yeah. I died. But
it's totally noticeable too, because the Q-tip's like super white. It's all clean. It's bleached white, and then that booger. Like, if it's not bleached white, you could tell exactly how big it is. And,
it's just fun.
Right. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. Yeah, you're COVID free, but you got a bunch of boogers.
But you're disgusting.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah.
So you're not working either?
No, I'm closed down. My money job is I work in a spa and I do facials. That's what I've been doing for 20 years, and we are not allowed to do anything. And what do they call it? Like
essential worker?
No, like self-care businesses.
Oh, yeah.
Even massages, I think, you're not able to do those right now. The beauty salons are all shut down. All the hair salons are shut down again.
Oh, right.
At one point they were like, you can do like 25% capacity or whatever, but with facials, I'm in their face. Like my face is over their face. So we're not really supposed to do that.
Oh, okay.
At all. So yeah, I technically haven't. I mean, I've done a few here and there, but technically I haven't worked since March.
Oh, okay.
And I don't feel like it's gonna. I don't think I'm gonna be working for the next.
Oh, wow.
2 or 3 months. I mean,
people are going to be freaked out, right?
Well, yeah, not only, and even when it opens up, like you're saying, people are going to be freaked out. But like what I do, aside from like being like a dental hygienist, is like you couldn't be closer to a person's face. So, and they can't wear a mask.
Yeah.
I wear a mask, and then I wear like, the shield.
Yeah.
And I'm sweating my tits off, and it's like my face is all red. And it's really uncomfortable, but they can't wear a mask. At one point we thought of putting like this little medical tape over their mouth. I was like, I don't think that's going to be good.
And do you wear gloves?
Yeah, I wear gloves.
Did you always wear gloves to do that?
Certain parts of the facial, but not most of the part. Like extractions. This is where you like clean out their pores. You would always wear gloves, but generally not. Like for if any massage on the face or cleansing, just use your hands.
Yeah.
Massage their hands. You use your hands. It's never an issue.
Right.
But I'm not gonna lie. I have had clients give me the flu.
Really?
Oh, full on, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I've had clients cough right into my mouth, like.
Wow.
Super, super cool.
Jesus. Yeah.
Very considerate.
Yeah.
They didn't even try. She's like, I'm like, dude, could you just maybe cover your mouth a little bit? Yeah. She's like, oh, sorry, I didn't even think about it. Yeah, like I can see that.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
They come in, they're like, the first thing they do is they let out a huge sigh of just breath, like, God, I had so many appointments today. I was out getting my acupuncturist, my chiropractor, my psychotherapy, my vaginal rejuvenation. Like, what a day!
Like tarot card reading.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now I can finally relax.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm just going to accept the unemployment. Hopefully that will get wrapped up this week.
Yeah. You needed a little break, right?
I was dying. I was right before this happened. I said I was burnt out.
Were you?
Yeah. I was like, don't book me, as many as you would normally. And then I regretted it because like literally the next week it was like, okay, we're shut down.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, okay. I didn't mean like we need to shut down the whole industry for me. But yeah.
Wow.
So here we are. But yeah, I actually kind of like it. I've gotten to do other stuff and
cool.
I know it's weird. It's selfishly I like it in some ways. Are you an introvert?
I don't know. I think I think I'm like a happy medium.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I could be by myself for long periods of time.
But you're good with people though. I remember doing shows with you and you're very like open to like hanging out with people and talking and strangers. And
Well, mostly, I mean, because you'd see me in an environment that I put myself in, like that I wanted to be in, I love stand-up comedians, that's why I produce shows, I love hanging out with, and I get to book my friends,
So great.
Yeah.
I miss it.
Yeah.
I miss just being in bars, just like talking to people who weren't there to see you.
Yeah, right?
You know, I mean, anything can happen.
Yeah.
Fights break out, you know, or you could have the best set of your life.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, it's crazy.
I think
How
I've
it
done
goes.
every one of your shows.
Yeah.
Every venue.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure.
We've known each other for a good amount of time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Like 7, 8, probably 8. Oh, well, I started, 9 years probably, because I started, you know, well, technically it'll be 10 years in April,
okay.
but we stopped in March. But I think I saw you like right away at the Ha.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, who's that guy? He's really funny.
Oh,
you were
thank
just
you.
talking to like the audience, and you were doing a lot of crowd work
Oh, okay.
back then. Just
Yeah.
like you were just loose and easy, and
Yeah.
it's like, oh, I want to do that.
Yeah. I don't know what happened to me.
You're great.
Oh, thank you. I was getting burnt out too, though. I mean, I was getting up a lot, and I was doing a lot of spots and stuff like that. And then, you know, you see the same people, and then it's like you again, and it's like,
In the audience or in the comics?
the comics and the scene. You know
Okay.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the whole comedy scene. Yeah, I'm sure. I don't know if it's happened to you. You know, like maybe you have a week where maybe you got up like a ton. You know, like so. I mean, I was getting a little burnt out too. So this kind of helps me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like reset a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you have recalibrated by like just sort of setting up your awesome podcast
Oh, thank
studio.
you.
That's
Yeah.
dope.
And plus, I get to invite my friends. And
Exactly the
yeah,
same, and it's just
right.
different environment.
Yeah. So yeah, exactly.
I like the
Yeah.
way you adapted to this. This is good.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, no, I mean, it's a weird, nobody knows what's going to happen. So, I mean, it's so weird. This was all taken away from us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we're used to being out like, almost every night,
Yeah.
doing spots and, seeing each other. And yeah, it's like, now that's like all taken away from us. So it's just weird, and I'm just doing what I can.
Yeah. I mean, the thing that, like with comics is, at least when I first started, it was like, I just noticed that everybody it was just hugging. It was just everybody, hey, how you doing? Hug, 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 hug,
Yeah.
hug. You can't even do that.
Right.
Even if we had a show.
Yeah.
Like,
No, I know. Yeah. That's all going to be, pretty much gone. Yeah. It's like, it's so, cause like, I mean, I think people are going to be, shell shocked a little bit, they're going to be like, even, now that we have the vaccine, it's here, and then it's going to go out and people are going to get it. So, but I think that people are always going to have that in the back of their head, like, I don't know, maybe he has the next sort of virus that we don't know about yet.
you think there's going to be like a new paranoia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
I could see that for sure.
Yeah.
We're definitely a lot more aware.
Yeah.
I remember thinking that, like, I would see people, like Asian people with masks on and go, God, they're so paranoid. What's wrong with them? And now if I see someone without a mask,
Yeah.
I'm like,
like,
what's
yeah.
wrong with you?
Right. Yeah. No, I was the same way. I always thought, when I'd see, for the most part, it would be Asian people. I don't think I've ever seen anyone else before this have it. But, yeah, I just thought they were like.
Well, they were ahead of the game, though. They
Yeah.
knew. They had already experienced
Yeah.
this.
Well, it's because they made it up. Just kidding.
You heard it here.
Yeah. No. I mean, I knew somebody that went to China in December.
Oh.
Yeah, and she took a boat ride past where it originated
Like Wuhan
from.
or whatever?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, she didn't go to that city to visit, but she went to a surrounding city, and she visited that city, and then she took a boat tour, and it took her past that city, and she went to several different places after that. She went on a cruise. And then nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. She's fine.
That's crazy.
So
She didn't have any bat for dinner or
no. She said, "Hold the bat."
the bat on the side.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'll just go with the regular ramen, please. Yeah, hold the bat. I'm full.
Oh my God. Oh man. Yeah. I don't like hand sanitizer either. I hate it. I don't like I just don't like.
It just feels weird, right?
It feels weird. I want germs. I want the germs.
Right.
You know, I feel like it's not good for you to not have germs.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's proven. You know, it's like, cause even the bacteria that you wash away, if you do it too much, it gets, immune to it.
Right. It gets resistant,
Yeah.
right?
Resistant. Yeah.
So crazy.
So it's nuts. Yeah. I was the same way, you know, just, wash my hands. I don't need sanitizer all the time, but
No.
it's because I don't know. I never get sick. You know what I mean? I don't usually get the flu every year. Maybe I'll get the sniffles. Maybe, you know, if it's bad, I'll get a cold, whatever. But it's just about, you know, getting enough sleep and, you know, just regular hygiene.
Right. And take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Will you get the vaccine?
I'm not going to run and get it. You know, maybe eventually I'll get it. I'm just happy it's here just to calm everyone the F down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm just, I'm just happy it's here just to, you know, possibly move forward and, you know, but, you know, like I said, I don't normally get sick. So, I wouldn't get the flu shot.
Yeah.
So why would I get this? But I mean, I guess, you know, like I said, just to calm the people the F down, you know.
Wonder if they'll make it so like the TB shots, like back in I don't know if you're old enough to have gotten one of those little things with the scar on the back.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and that would prove that you had gotten the vaccine.
Oh, right.
So now how are you going to prove it? Like,
right.
Like just flash like a card.
Yeah.
Or I don't know. Maybe it can be looked up on the internet whether or not you've been tested and if you're negative or if you've had the vaccine. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like anybody could say that. Like, yeah, I've been vaccinated and I don't have it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know, Lila Hart, she just showed me a crazy trailer for this movie that's coming out. I don't know if you've seen it or heard about it, but it's called Songbird.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it's the first time I'm seeing about it or hearing about it, but it's about the freaking pandemic.
Who wants to watch that?
That's what I mean. Like, and it just like we're in it, and it's like not only is it about the pandemic, it's like in the future a little bit.
Oh my God.
So it's like, and then I guess, you know, I was watching, and then one of the guys was held up by the National Guard, and he's like, "No, I'm immune," and then he had like this bracelet.
Okay.
And that was to show everybody that he had him. So it's like that. What are they trying to do to us? Are they trying to like make
preparing us?
Yeah, or like making us see this stuff so that becomes normal to us?
Yeah, maybe.
You know, like she brought up a good point. Like, you know, there wouldn't be a 9/11 movie come out a month after 9/11.
Jesus, no.
Right?
Right.
You know, or there wouldn't be like a movie about the Holocaust, like right after the Holocaust. Right?
Like just a film about it.
Yeah.
It's not like the Buttafuoco story. You know what I mean?
Right,
Like,
exactly.
Tori Spelling. And
Right.
It's different. This is like a real thing.
I mean, they probably wouldn't even have a movie about Kobe a month after he died, right?
Oh, I wouldn't think they would do it right away. They would wait a little bit.
Exactly.
I mean, there is
But
such
this
a thing as too
movie,
soon.
like this trailer is already out, and it's kind of freaky.
I wouldn't watch anything like that.
Yeah, I mean,
I want something that's not that. Anything but that right now. I don't like those kinds of movies anyways because it's kind of scary. But
right. Yeah, no, the trailer looked really intense.
It's just called COVID. Oh, you said it's called Songbird. Oh,
yeah.
Interesting.
I've never heard of it, but yeah, that's going to be coming out. I just thought it was so weird that, you know, I think too soon. Right? It's too soon.
Jesus.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a new reality that we're living in. I think that they will. I mean, I think I would want to wear a bracelet to calm everybody down.
Sure.
Like, look, I'm good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm good. You know? Yeah. So I would. You know, if that. You know.
But you know, there'd be somebody on Venice. You know, selling the knockoffs.
The knockoffs. Yeah. Right. That's funny. That's so true.
Gucci purses and
no,
COVID
China
bracelets.
would be selling.
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
They'd be making
China.
it, yeah.
Now we've gone all the way back around.
Yeah, right. Made in China.
Never mind.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
This one gave me COVID.
Right. Oh, man.
Jeez. Yeah, it's interesting that all of the things that we can buy now are from Amazon.
Mm.
And I don't think I've ever bought anything from Amazon that wasn't made in China.
Right. Right.
So it just all goes, I don't know. None of it makes any sense to me anymore.
No, it's crazy. Yeah, but I guess, there a lot of companies are moving out of there. So like they smartened up because like it was a crazy amount, like something like, 85 to 90% of the stuff was made over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then,
You ever notice it smells weird sometimes when you get it from there? I don't know if it's like sitting in a warehouse or if they put chemicals all over it. I feel like they spray like melamine all over everything, like that poison that they put on children's toys.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
It never smells right.
Right.
I've returned many.
Smell that shit?
Yeah.
This wasn't made in Riverside. That definitely doesn't sound.
What does Riverside smell like? Like barbecue?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like
I don't even know.
Tattoo ink.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Oh, man. I like your Jordan collection behind you.
Oh, thanks.
Very nice.
Yeah. You see these shoes right here?
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bombed so hard in these. Yeah.
Where were you?
North Hollywood.
Yeah, North Hollywood, or like at a club?
No, it was probably at the scene.
That's not, you can't bomb at the scene. That's not bombing. I know, you can't count that.
Yeah, that's surviving, right?
Yeah, that's just getting up there and people just happen to not like you that moment. It's like they're not listening. It's funny that you would connect those particular Jordans to your scene bomb.
Yeah.
What's the worst bomb you ever had?
Well, I think it was at the scene when when they lost against the Astros in the World Series.
Oh shit.
Yeah. And that's a Dodger bar.
Oh yeah.
So, and they're already hammered. And then, so the World Series ended, they lost. All the, drunk, angry cholos were still there.
Yeah.
And then, you know how it is. And all right, guys, comedy show. It's done. Who's ready to laugh? Somebody threw something at me.
Oh my
God.
God.
Hit me right in the chest. And I'm like, and your next comedian.
You're going to love this guy.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but props to like all the comics that I did book, they showed up and they're hardcore, man. And they went up. So
I would always be surprised too. Like, I mean, I don't know why surprised, but like you had like big comics show up to these shows.
Yeah.
Like not just, like
people with
open
TV
micers
credits.
like us. Yeah, for sure.
Right.
I
Yeah.
was like really impressed.
Yeah. Well,
you're doing a good show.
Yeah. Thank you. Well, like I said, I enjoy, being around other stand-up comedians, whether they have TV credits or they're just starting out, I'll give anybody a shot.
Absolutely.
Because, I remember what it was like to get started.
But they felt value, even though they had already gotten to a certain level by going back and doing a bar show.
Oh, absolutely.
That's respectable. I like that.
No, totally. I mean, because I started off in clubs, mostly at the Ha Cafe in North Hollywood. So all I knew was clubs.
Yeah.
I didn't really venture outside of clubs for a long time, and it was like a rude awakening what a real crowd was like.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because, stand-up comedy club isn't exactly a real audience. You know what I mean? They came there to laugh.
Right.
They paid an admission to laugh.
Right.
They're going to get their money's worth. You know what I mean?
You're not giving them comedy against their will.
Right.
That's a whole other thing.
Yeah, totally. That's a whole other thing,
But if you can make them laugh in that situation, you're doing good.
Yeah. No.
Like even just a few laughs during your set is like killing.
Yeah. No, totally. Yeah, it just helped me be less hacky,
Yeah.
So, they
won't stand for the hack.
No. Well, they'll just look at you, with no sort of expression, and then you're just going to continue to piss them off if you keep doing that, and you don't want to piss them off.
One of the worst bombs I ever had in my life, I drove you to the Green green iguana or green
Green
Colton.
frog?
Yeah, in Colton.
In Colton, yeah.
And then I was going to go up before you, but who went up before me? Adam Hunter.
Oh, okay.
And he destroyed
Yeah.
the room. And I was probably 6 months into comedy, and I had my quote unquote 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And I got up there, and the first thing I did after he got off the stage and he leveled the room completely. They were there to see him.
Uh-huh.
And here comes Nicky. I'm walking up, and the first thing I do is like, so who's married? And then I just see like a whole group of people just be like, all right.
Yeah,
and they just
yeah.
walked out. And then there was no recovering. I don't think I got one laugh. And I saw you in the back, and you were so sweet, and you were talking to somebody at the club, and I came in, and you're like, good job.
Yeah,
And I was
yeah.
like, no, it wasn't. But thank you for saying that.
No, it was a good job because you didn't flinch and you were just, hey, I'm going to go. I'm not. You didn't cut your set short.
That's true.
You know what I mean? We drove all the way to Colton, man. You can't. You know what I mean?
No, there's no turning back.
Right? There's no turning back. So, yeah.
You killed though.
Thank you.
I remember.
Yeah, I remember that room, man. That wasn't an easy room either.
No.
That was not an easy room. And Adam was just, really good. See, that was a perfect example of, you just like, working out with that weight vest by doing these bar shows.
Right.
Because Adam was one of those comics. He would do any room.
Yeah.
And he would tell me about, starting comedy back in New York City. And, I guess they did laundromats over there. I've never done a laundromat.
I haven't either.
Yeah. But that's crazy. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Like hearing those, washing machines going and the dryer.
I hadn't even thought about that.
Yeah, right. A lot of people don't speak English. It's just like,
Wow.
so it's crazy. Like, and he just continued to do that even after getting TV spots, even after, getting way better and, doing headlining spots and just being a really funny comedian. So, I always admired that.
Yeah.
And I always wanted to replicate that.
Yeah, you definitely
Yeah,
did.
thank
for
you.
Sure.
Thank you.
For sure.
But the main thing is I wasn't getting paid for these bar shows, but like I said, I love being around other stand-up comedians, and it keeps you sharp.
Yeah.
Mm.
Fight or sink or swim.
Sink or swim, yeah. No, I was just talking to Alex Hooper the other day, and I didn't know this, but I guess he got a death threat from performing there. Yeah.
Where? At the scene?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I've seen fights break out there.
Uh-huh. Yeah. No, me too. But I never knew of
A death
a comedian
threat?
getting
So what, they
a-
went and they found him on Instagram, and they're like, okay, let's DM this guy. We're going to kill you.
Well, no, I guess one of the hecklers or whatever said he was going to wait for him outside, and he had a
Jesus.
knife or something. Yeah.
Wow. That's a new level of heckle.
I know, right?
Yeah, where they just kill you.
Yeah.
There's no comeback.
Yeah. Do you remember any big bombing?
Bigger than that. At the I was somebody threw me up on someone's show.
Uh-huh.
Because I would work there for free.
Yeah.
And I think I was probably only less than a year in still. And
Uh-huh.
Terry and Jack from the were sitting on the chair on the side, where they would,
Yeah.
they could watch you.
Yeah.
They both happened to be there that night.
Of course.
Yeah. And so I went up and I looked down at the someone in the audience, and there was a man in the front, and he had his mouth open. He was like this. Right? Just like, and I go, dude, I love this guy so much. He is having such a great time. He's forgotten to close his mouth. And so, I got like a giggle, whatever. I thought it was funny. And then I was like, what's your name? And he goes, "Rrr." And I said, no, what's your name? Like he just kept mumbling. And then I didn't know enough to let it go.
Yeah.
So I just kept going. What's your name? No, what is your name? I get on I'm down on the floor. Like, no, tell me your name.
Really?
Yeah. And he's just like, "Rrr." Well, it turned out And I don't remember how it came out, but during my set, they were like, yeah, he got in a fight and he has brain damage.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. The whole entire audience turned on me. And this was like before I even started my first joke.
Wow.
So then I went through my entire 5 minutes with not a laugh, not one laugh.
Jesus.
So the following days after that, Jack Jr. and some of the other comics, every time they would see me, they would go,
That's
like,
great.
Oh my God, it was so horrible.
Oh, that is horrible. That reminds me of something that happened to me at the Haha too, where this guy was in the front row and just stoic the whole time. No sort of reaction, nothing. And I'm like, are you serious? And I was crushing it. You know, I was doing well.
Yeah.
But who do I notice?
Of course.
That one guy.
The one guy.
Yeah. So I had to dig into him, right? What's wrong with you, dude? This ain't good enough for you. You know what I mean? I was like that poor kid that didn't get enough love from his dad or something like that. You know, I'm like fist in the air, like, I'm going to get you, you son of a bitch.
Oh my God.
And I was just digging into him, and I'm like, I said, well, what's wrong with you, man? You don't think this is funny? And then he, with sign language, he's like, I'm deaf.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah. I'm like,
Why are you in the front
right.
row?
Yeah, he was right now. I guess
Oh,
so
because
he
lip
could
reading.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So, so they seat hot girls and deaf people in the front row.
Yeah. Right. What brought you to the Haha? Is that where you started? Or did you do stand-up somewhere else?
I did a class.
Okay.
I did the Pretty Funny Women class.
Okay.
You know, those girls would come through. And
Yeah, and that's where they would have their showcase, right?
they did some of the showcases there, and then they were always sent there to do open mics.
Oh, okay.
The way I got started doing comedy was I was listening to a ton of podcasts, like Greg Fitzsimmons and
Yeah, I like Greg.
WTF.
Yeah,
I love him.
That's he's so good.
And they would always be interviewing comics.
Yeah.
And I was around people that did comedy, but I didn't do comedy. And I was like, I want to hang out with those people. And I asked my friend if she thought I should do it. And she said, yeah, absolutely, you should try. So I kind of made up my mind. It was before the end of the year. And like 2 weeks later, I went to a party for it was like somebody in the Private Practice show, you know, that show Private Practice?
Yeah.
And it was the makeup person who turned out to be Maria Del Pret. Do you know her?
Yeah.
I think I'm saying her name right.
Yeah.
And I just started talking to her, and she goes, what do you do? And I said, I don't know, whatever. And I forget, you know, skincare. And I said, what do you do? And she goes, well, I'm a makeup person on the show, and I do stand-up. And I was like, what? Tell me how to do it. What do I do? So she gave me the name of the class, and then I waited until like the February of next year and then did it. And I think I had my first show in April.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's so great.
My first show was at Flappers, though.
Oh, okay.
In the main room. And that was probably one of the best shows of my life.
Uh-huh.
And then the second show I had there was not the best show. It was like, you can't really like achieve that level.
Yeah.
Because, you know, everybody's rooting for you.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah.
it was a good class though, because it was a good writing exercises.
Oh, yeah. For sure. Because I took a class too, and I still got material from that
Me
class.
too.
Yeah. Because, I mean, because you had other comedians helping you.
Yeah, they
right?
were punching each other up.
That's, I mean, you know, that's amazing. Like when you have that sort of support, man, you guys start brainstorming, you come up with like,
why don't we do that now?
I
That's
know.
so silly that we don't do that.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, we do it on some level, like with
Yeah.
our friends, but I mean, they're really, you
Yeah.
should be getting together and punching
Yeah.
each other's stuff up, and just
it's great.
everybody can lift up the next person.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm of strong opinion that lift up everyone around you.
Yeah.
It can only help you.
Yeah. No, totally.
Am I talking really loud?
No. So was it in the big room or the small room?
It was in the main room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, totally packed.
Yeah.
I didn't invite anybody
Mm-hmm.
except my husband at the time.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, even the teacher was surprised because I wasn't getting any laughs in the class. Are you talking about the first show?
Yeah.
Yeah. And the girls that I was in class with, I don't feel like we had the same comedic sensibilities.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was really hard for me to gauge if what I was doing was funny or not.
Uh-huh.
I thought it was funny, but they didn't think it's funny. And then she gave me like the number 3 spot. And because I didn't bring anybody.
Yeah.
Had I brought 30 people, like the next show, she would have
Oh,
made me go on like, you know,
closing?
20th. Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is what I had to do.
Oh, okay.
So people were tired as
Yeah.
shit that second time.
Okay.
Mine, they were like fresh and perky and had just gotten a drink, and here comes
so
me.
So the second time over, you invited a lot of people?
Yeah, I invited 30 people, and they all came because I was so confident now.
Yeah.
You know, I'm obviously
You
very good. I totally crushed it.
Wow. And she put you up towards the end.
She put me up at the end.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You were the headliner?
That's what, you know, that's what I said. She goes, no, you're last.
Yeah.
Let's make the distinction.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking like, oh, she must think I'm a really strong comic.
Right.
But yeah, I remember faltering on that, just being like, oh, this isn't working out the way I thought it was going to work.
And you had 30 people there?
30 people.
And did you bomb?
I didn't bomb.
Everyone was just tired.
They were tired, and it wasn't what I thought it was going to be. To me, it felt like bombing.
Yeah.
Because the first time a joke doesn't work, when you're new, I think it fucks you up. Excuse me. Can I swear?
Yeah, go for it.
I think it fucks you up because it's like your whole confidence is shattered. Like, well, if that joke didn't work,
right? What
are you going to like this one?
Right. No, and it hurts.
It hurts.
It's kind of like taking the wind out of you too. Like,
it is.
That's.
Yeah. And I felt like that. So like I think I didn't commit at that point to anything after that, and it was just like whatever.
Yeah. It just it snowballs. It just makes things worse.
Well, that's where your shows came in handy. Is you go and you stand up there and you take your bullets and you learn to not care if they don't get it.
Yeah. Right. And hold face, and then just take it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You gotta and that, I mean, that right there is something that you can't teach. You have to go through.
Oh no, and I fought with that for so long. I was like, fuck that. I'm not going to these open mics and standing there and having these people stare at me. But then I started to realize the value of being stared at with judgment or not being listened to at all. Because you just have to stand there, like you said.
Right.
And people don't know sometimes if you've said a joke and it didn't hit. They don't. They might not even know it's a joke.
Right. No, totally. That's what I learned too. Over time, it was like it's like not everybody's hearing all of your joke. They're in their own little world, right? They're talking to somebody, they're looking at their phone, they're whatever. So they didn't hear the setup, and or the twist, and and maybe they didn't exactly hear, the whole joke. So I mean, but we beat ourselves up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Thinking they heard every single word.
They hate me.
Yeah, they hate me. It's like. Yeah, so a lot of it is getting past all our voice in our head.
All of it, I think, is but comics, why do we get into this? Because we want the approval of those people. So it's such a big struggle.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I don't know about you, but I mean, I don't know anybody. What other reason other than having that sort of like thing that you need to stand up in front of strangers to get approval, and then when you don't get it. You just break.
Oh, totally.
So you have to live, I don't know, you learn to live with it.
No, totally. I mean, why did I have to dig in this guy that wasn't, everyone else was having a good time.
Going after the deaf guy.
Right. I'm going after the deaf guy.
Jesus.
Oh, man.
And that feels bad, too. Did you found out during your set that he was deaf?
Yeah.
And then what did you say?
I just wanted to crawl into, like... I'm like, I don't even remember because like everything, it was like everything went blurry, and I was like, where am I? What am I doing?
Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even remember how I recovered from that, but because I felt like such an idiot.
And what comeback is there for that?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's all learning. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And
funny stories to tell on podcasts.
Yeah. That was a good class because I remember, because I was also working at the AHA at that time for free. And so, yeah, I'd see a lot of like his students come through during, and I felt like he did a good job. A lot of the girls that came out of there.
Who taught the class?
Stuff.
Oh, you mean the Pretty Funny Women class?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, she teaches a good class, and she's able to get a lot of women through. I don't know that they all stay in comedy. Some of the the girls that go through the class.
I thought it was a guy that teaches the class.
Pretty Funny Women.
Yeah.
No, it's Lisa Sunstadt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and
all right.
yeah, it's all girls, and then you were.
Yeah, I'm thinking about a different class. I'm sorry.
There's a few. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it wasn't Greg.
Greg
Wilson wasn't his class. Yeah.
No. it was this guy. I thought that was the class because all his students were women.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, not the one I was
Yeah.
in, but maybe there was another one.
Yeah.
I mean, there obviously was another
Yeah.
one. I don't know.
So then after that second one where all your friends came, you just continued going, doing stand up from that time?
Yeah, but I didn't get booked very often. I was just, I think not long after that, you and I had the discussion of like, you should just work here and make yourself invaluable, which I did. But then it was like, if I took a day off, they're like, where are you?
Yeah.
But I wasn't getting booked on a lot of shows. And then I started hosting the Friday mic, which I hosted for 3.5 years, every single Friday.
Oh, wow.
But I would go up and just talk through stuff.
Yeah.
I wasn't doing material because I figured everybody already heard my material.
Yeah.
I want to work through new stuff.
Yeah.
And then part of me thinks maybe nobody wanted to book me based on the fact that I had no material, in their eyes. They never saw me do any jokes or, you know what I mean? Or,
yeah.
and then, Dante Chang.
Yeah.
Yeah, he came along and then he was booking shows and I had booked him on a contest for his first show and then he booked me on some of his shows and then he started doing more and more shows and that's when I actually started to do actual real shows with people.
Oh, okay.
Not just open mics and, and then I was doing your shows obviously too, but like as far as like club shows,
yeah,
I didn't get booked on club shows for like, I don't know, it was like 2.5 years in. I really wasn't doing many of the shows.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't a good bringer. That's why.
Right.
I didn't like bringing people.
Right.
I didn't want people seeing me learn how to paint.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. It's not fun for anybody.
No.
That's why I, was working for free and I was helping out around the club because I didn't want to have to bring people.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So, so that's why I was there.
My mistake though is I didn't bug them for spots.
Oh, okay.
I was hoping that they would come to me.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to like ask for a spot and then go up and then bomb
Yeah.
and then have them go, oh God, why
Yeah.
did we do that? But you have to do that.
Right. Right. That was my problem for a while as well.
You too?
Yeah. I think, I guess because I was in a position of just, booking so many shows and being able to get on so many shows that if they weren't coming in, that I felt weird for asking because I never developed that muscle of, some guys are just hustling, nonstop, they'll ask for a spot at a funeral, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they're nonstop and, God bless them for that.
Right.
I didn't have that,
Me neither.
Yeah.
I wish that I had that confidence back then.
Yeah. Same here.
But you live, you learn, whatever.
Yeah. Right.
When you created your own shows, so that's where that I think
Yeah.
the upshot of that was.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, well,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna ask for spots. I'm gonna make my own spots.
Yeah. I mean, it's taught me a lot. And, I always kind of admired people that, made their own way somehow, whether it be, stand-up comedians producing shows or actors, writing their own script. And that's how like they get discovered. And, so it's all about making your own way if you can. Otherwise, you're just waiting for somebody to give you an opportunity.
It's gonna take a lot longer that way.
Yeah.
I'm learning that too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Plus, I don't like sitting still. Like I love constantly doing things and using my creative mind. And I kind of got a hustler mentality too. Just like getting out there and
Yeah, you never stop.
no.
Never.
That's why I felt like I was getting a little burnt out.
Okay,
like before
that makes
this.
sense.
Yeah, because it was nonstop. And then but because I always figured it'll see me out, like I'll get an opportunity like that because I'm constantly out doing spots, doing this and that. So, but, when you're getting burnt out and then you're, a lot of times you're doing the same material because you don't have enough time to write, you know what I mean? And yeah, it's just, so a lot of that stuff was happening too.
Producing shows takes up a lot of your energy,
Yeah.
I would think.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. Totally does. So it's a give and take, you get things that are good, but there's also bad things that, it's a result of, producing shows. And
That's why I feel like this time for us now, like this whole like off time is a good leveler, to sort of assess like what do you want to do, what are you willing to put into this, and what do you want to put into this, as opposed to just like drive, and then be like, oh fuck, I wish I had gotten off the freeway a couple times.
Right. Yeah, that's a good point. And I feel like that's exactly what this time is for.
Yeah.
So
and who knows what great things will come out of this?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you never know.
Oh no, totally. For sure. I mean, it's forced everybody to change. So whether you like it or not, the industry is changing.
Yeah.
I mean, it was already changing before this all happened. It was going in different directions and whatnot, but this is kind of like helped it.
Oh yeah.
It's pushed it over the edge.
Absolutely.
So, yeah. I mean, and it's like, the people that have longevity are the people that roll with the punches,
right,
and that are able to evolve and change.
That's just life in general.
Yeah.
You have to be the tree that's flexible, otherwise you're just going to be pulled out of the ground.
Yeah,
that's a terrible way to put the. I know there's like something much more beautifully said, but that
No, I got the point.
Yeah.
Well executed. It's
yeah.
Yeah. No, I got it. Yeah, and it's true. So here we are, rolling with the punches.
We are rolling.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. So, and I remember, were you still married when I met you, or were you just getting a divorce?
No, I didn't get divorced until I was like probably, I think I was 3 or 4 years in, maybe. That like when I finally got actually divorced. I got separated. I wish I knew the timeline. It all just sort of bleeds together.
Yeah.
But yeah, I felt like it was starting to pull apart. And then when I did stand up, it made it definitely, it's hard on a relationship when the other person's not doing stand up.
Yeah.
I mean, that isn't the thing that broke us up, but definitely it didn't help.
Right.
And I'm out every night till 4 a.m.
Yeah.
One time I was driving you back, and so we had driven from I drove from my house to you, to the west side. I'm in the valley, drove to the west side. So then we drove to Colton. So what's that, 3-4 hours?
Yeah.
This is all in my fucking Buick with the window that was rolled down on its own when we were driving.
Yeah.
And I put my phone in my purse in the back. So we're driving back. So then I drove you back to the west side, however many hours that took. And then I forgot to get my phone out of the back of my car. And my husband had been calling me because it was 4:30 in the morning, and I still hadn't gotten home yet. And he was like, "Where were you?" And I was like, "I'm so sorry."
Yeah.
The phone was in the bag, and Eric and I were talking.
Yeah. Oh no!
He was just
not
worried.
What he wanted to hear.
No.
Yeah. No, we were talking shop, man. This is
just
jokes. He's helping me punch up some bits.
That's it.
Super important. Super important. We're probably like smoking a joint.
Probably. Oh my God. Yeah, he was so tolerant. I don't know how he got through that. One time though, I got a ride home from the haha to my house, which was, blocks away, but it was really late at night. And I don't know if you remember Black Rico. I forget his last name.
Yeah.
He drove me home, and, he's a very tall black, he's handsome and he's bald, and he drove me up in his car, and my husband happened to be outside, and I just not thinking, I just gave him a hug goodbye. Thank you very much. And the look on my husband's face, he turned white.
Wow.
Like, what the hell is going on right now? Like, for some reason that stuck.
Yeah.
Not the times I was out till 4:30 in the morning with a person he's never met before, but just seeing me with that, I was like, oh God, that must be horrible. I felt terrible.
It is horrible. it is horrible.
What, have you experienced that?
No, but I can imagine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I could put myself in his shoes, and I could, see, my wife getting dropped off.
Yeah.
And then she goes for a hug. You know what I mean? And you're just like, wow.
What else happened?
Yeah. I mean, even if you knew the person and you knew that he was a good guy, this and that, you'd still feel a little like, oh.
Yeah. I was just like, no, that's Rico. He's,
right.
Whatever.
Yeah. Right.
But yeah, no, that was an awakening.
Yeah.
Like, drop me off at the end of the block next time.
Yeah. No, but I mean, I know from being a comic, it's just that's how we say our hellos and goodbyes.
Exactly.
So it really doesn't mean anything.
Mm-mm.
So, but your husband doesn't know that.
No, he probably is like, she just reached into his pants.
Right. Yeah.
And that's how they greet each other.
Yeah. No, totally. It's just the visual. That's it.
Sure.
Cause otherwise he could just imagine, oh, okay, he was driving a comic back from a show at 4 a.m. She got home, this and that. But the visual is what really is.
Yeah. He wasn't there. He didn't see any of it happening.
Right,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah.
No, it's tough.
It's tough.
Yeah. That's why, I remained single for so long, 'cause I was like, no, girl, you don't want a part of this.
Have you dated a comic?
No.
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 Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not against it. I think that'd help my jokes a little bit.
Oh, to give you something to talk about, you mean?
No.
Like she could, because you
yeah,
could punch each other.
right,
Yeah. It does. It does help, actually. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Look at Gaffigan, right?
Oh my God. Yeah. His wife writes for him, right?
Yeah. And supposedly, she writes a good amount of his stand-up.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it is amazing.
I get a lot of help from Sandro.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, we everything.
He's a good writer.
Yeah, he's a real good writer.
Yeah. Oh, that's great.
And it's just like, it's having a dream catcher, someone that's just like, that was funny, you should talk about that, as opposed to just, you say something to your regular friends and it just goes by.
Yeah, right. Because they're not listening.
They're not listening anyway. Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. Yeah. So that's cool. I mean, how long you guys been dating?
It's like 7 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Somewhere in that neighborhood.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. Yeah, I didn't know that. He's such a good guy.
He
and
is.
Like I said, a great writer and great stand up, and so that's cool. And so everything's worked out. Have you guys ever broken up and then you got to see him do spots or whatever?
No, God, no. That would be horrible, though.
That's one of the reasons why I stayed away from dating comics, because I was like, man, I would hate to be on the same show as somebody, and because and then she knows all this stuff about me, and she knows how to make fun of me, and she will in front of all these people.
I dated one guy before him, and that did happen.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we were like, when I say, it was loosely when I say dating, but nevertheless, when it ended, it was very awkward. Everywhere I went, there he was. And I would just die inside. Yeah. I just felt like I couldn't breathe. I'm just get me out of here.
Yeah.
So he finally moved away.
Oh,
so
good.
that was such a relief.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
Good riddance.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. Yeah.
It's nice when your mistakes move away.
Yeah. Right.
It's
exactly. Yeah. Yeah. No, totally. Yeah. It's not fun for anybody.
No. I don't know. I think he might have enjoyed torturing me a little bit. Making me uncomfortable. It's not hard to do.
Yeah. Oh, that's fun. Funny. So you guys done road gigs together? And
yeah.
Go out?
Yeah, we've done a bunch of shows together. I mean, not lately, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
We've done a couple of comedy shows. I mean, comedy store shows when I've hosted. And I brought him on, so we've got pictures of us shaking hands.
Oh, that's cool.
That's fun, yeah.
Yeah. Right on.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of any bigger. I mean, we've done shows out of town, we did some of the Victorville shows that people were doing for a while. You did those shows, right?
Uh-huh.
I forget whose room that was. But yeah, there was a few of those shows. Travis somebody, and they paid, and then you get to stay in the hotel and eat their dinner for free or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, those are fun. You get to do 20 minutes, a half hour.
Yeah. I think Trevor, right?
Yes. Yeah. Travis?
Or Travis,
Something, yeah. And then there was another guy, I forget. He had something at another place called the Green something.
Oh, okay.
But yeah. And he was like, can you do 25 minutes? And this was early on. I was like, no. He goes, that's the wrong answer. You just say yes and you go up there and you do it. And I'm like, okay. And he would just let you go.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah. I was like, okay.
Right.
And then you find out, oh, well, okay, I have a few more minutes than I thought.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
So did you, see comedy before you started stand up? Did you have anyone that you admired
Sure.
before?
Cosby. Louis C.K. I've always had a dream of assaulting women. So, Cosby was actually the first person that I thought that made me want to do comedy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I love Ellen DeGeneres so much. I mean, I've cried watching some of her specials. Not out of sadness, but just laughing so hard.
She's funny. I mean, her stand-up was great.
Yeah. These are older comics too, like Paula Poundstone and people. Every time somebody asks me, I need to like refer to a list because I can never remember.
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle. That's more recently.
So, growing up in Southern California, would you go see any shows, or did you get involved in any sort of classes, or did you stay away from that?
You mean from entertainment classes? Or
yeah.
No, I didn't do any of that. I went to comedy clubs for fun, and that's where I saw Greg Fitzsimmons.
Oh, you saw him live?
One time though, this is at the Improv in Hollywood, which brings me to this story where we were taking my little sisters, they're twins. I think it was their 21st birthday, and my they're very conservative Christian. So the whole family bought tickets to Tuesday night, whatever it was, at the Hollywood Improv. So we load in, and comic after comic is just talking about sucking dicks and going down on other dudes. And it turned out it was gay night.
Oh, wow.
And we ended up leaving because everybody I was fine, but my stepdad was very uncomfortable. To be fair, nobody told them that this family was coming to see this raunchy. It was raunchy,
was it?
Of course, yeah. And for you and me, it's nothing, but
right.
To a family, and they're there with their children and their friends, and so we ended up walking out, and there's 10 of us walking out, and then they were making fun of us as we were walking out of the room.
Oh,
oh my God, we got our money back. I'm so humiliated.
Yeah. Oh man.
But that was before I was doing stand up, so thank God nobody recognized me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I liked going to the club. I went to the Haha a couple times. When I went by myself, I was seated behind a post, and I was remember I wasn't able to see.
Yeah.
And I think I complained. I was like, "Do you think you could put me where I could actually see the comics?"
That's hilarious.
Oh my God!
It must have been packed.
I guess it was. They had me in the back, that little area in the back.
Yeah.
And then they have those big, I don't know what you call those pillars or whatever that would block your view. And because I was this one person.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite club that you like performing at?
Probably Ontario Improv.
Yeah.
So many people you can fit in there. What is it, seat 350 people?
Yeah. 350.
Yeah, on a packed night. I mean, on any night, but on a packed night especially.
Yeah, it's great.
It's so great.
Remember the John Lovitz Club?
I never performed there.
No?
Was it fun?
No.
Oh, okay. I figured it's in Universal City Walk. It can't be that great.
Yeah. No, because it wasn't set up for stand-up.
It was a restaurant, wasn't it?
Well, it was a jazz club.
Oh,
it was
okay.
the B.B. King's.
Oh, right. Okay.
So the way they had it set up, it just wasn't great.
Was it high ceilings?
Yeah, super high ceilings.
That's what,
yeah, super high. Yeah, and it was 3 levels, and it was just, and then the stage was super high too. How
did John Levis not know that was not
he didn't know. That's why they went out of business.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never went there.
Yeah.
I never wanted to deal with the parking either.
Oh, that was a big thing too.
Yeah, I mean, you had to factor in an extra hour, even if you lived down at the end of the street.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no, totally.
There was no Uber.
Right. No, it was a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
Yeah, super pain.
What's your favorite club?
I like the Brea Improv.
They're fun too.
Yeah. I like it because the stage was similar to the the old Haha. You know how the old Haha, that stage was low like that? And it felt like you were in the crowd.
Right.
Yeah, the Brea Improv was kind of like that.
And then they changed it. Right.
Yeah. Or was it the Irving? Because I know they changed the Irvine.
I thought they changed the Brea one too. The Irvine one, I feel like it's more narrow at the Irvine Improv.
But that one, it's super big now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I haven't gone to the new Irvine.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I didn't have the greatest set in my life in Irvine.
Yeah, me neither.
They're very, they're quieter.
Yeah.
They're very they feel very kind of uptight. But the weird part is you get off stage and they're all gushing all over you. That was amazing. That was the best thing we've ever seen. We loved you. And it was like, well, you didn't express that at all while I was on stage.
Yeah.
They just threw me up there. Yeah. And I was hosting, and then I got backstage, and my friend Dante goes, "Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. They're kind of just like that." I was like, "Oh my God."
Yeah.
I thought I was dying up there.
Yeah.
They just sit there and just sort of look at you.
Yeah. No, I know. It's I haven't had I haven't had the best sets over there. I heard the Ventura Club closed.
Oh, Ventura Comedy Club?
Yeah.
Or Harbor or whatever?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah,
I know they were
shame.
getting close to it anyways. I guess they were having financial troubles. I like that club.
Yeah, me too.
I like them a lot.
Yeah.
I did San Jose once.
Oh, I've never done that one.
It's more like a theater.
Mm-hmm.
It was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a different, I don't know, just a different vibe.
Yeah.
I think a fight almost broke out. Now that I remember, there was some beer bottles being thrown and somebody was threatening. I'm trying to remember what was happening. I know that there was some physical threats going on, and somebody was somebody was walked out.
Yeah.
Oh, and there was a woman who was, she was threatening me, as I recall now, because I said something about her or to her husband or boyfriend, but it wasn't mean. But for some reason, she heard it as being not nice to her, and she was very drunk. And I remember her being walked out of the club.
Yeah.
That's always good for your set when somebody's being walked out.
I know, right?
Doesn't distract at all.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Excuse me, ma'am. You have to leave.
I'm fine.
Right. Yeah.
Knock you out.
No, you got to go right now. During her punchline right now.
Yeah, during your punchline.
Yeah.
Right, ready? 1, 2, 3, your punchline's coming.
Yeah.
Go. And then you always see like the poor, the husband or the boyfriend is just like shaking their head like, "Oh my God, I'm so embarrassed.
Yeah.
I hate you right now. I hate you so much right now."
Yeah.
To the woman he's with.
No, I know. It's crazy.
You're good with hecklers though.
Yeah, I like to take them out to dinner and show them a good time.
Take them out to dinner.
But that's what made it seem like you're good with them.
Yeah. Like, you're a good host.
Yeah. It's all right, buddy. We'll get past this.
Yeah.
Let's go out. Let's see a movie.
I can picture you saying that.
You like butter?
Butter. Oh my God.
Do you remember your last movie you've seen? At the
in a theater?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Nothing of note.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What about you?
It was one of those superhero movies.
Oh, you know what? I think you're right. It was one of those as well. Yeah. I forget if it was one with Robert Downey. What are the like the one
Iron
with
Man?
and the one with all of them.
Yeah, the Avengers.
Yeah.
Right?
I think I saw one of those. That was probably the last one.
Maybe we're at the same movie theater.
Maybe in Sherman Oaks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, it was in North Hollywood on Lancashire.
Oh, that theater's still there? Oh,
Yeah.
the Limley. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that one.
Is that on
the Federal?
Oh, right. Okay.
Is that place still there?
The Federal?
Yeah.
I don't know. That was a fun room.
Mhm.
The upstairs room?
I never did that one.
Oh, yeah. I think it was TK Kelly used to run that room.
Yeah,
And,
I never did that one.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a small-ish place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then they used to do, he also had shows at Formosa Cafe. Did you ever do those?
No.
Oh, that was kind of fun, too. It could go either way.
Right on.
Do all the bars.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, there's so many rooms. You know, did you ever do the record store over here on Bundy and Venice?
No.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Was it fun?
Yeah, Time Warp.
Oh, that's right. I heard people doing it, but I didn't ever get the chance to do it.
It was cool having seen those old records. It's like a real record store. It was kind of.
And the people that were there were probably cool and they're groovy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They're not uptight.
Right.
Weed smokers.
No, they got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they all smell like patchouli.
That's a good sign.
Yeah, they're all wearing beanies. They get it.
They were just doing poetry next door.
Right.
Yeah. Spoken word.
Totally. They pulled up in their skateboard.
They took Meltdown down.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they tore that whole building down. All of those blocks are gone.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Rock, paper?
Rock, paper is still there.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, I guess east of that, they are putting huge, apartment complexes. So they took all of those really cool little shops on Sunset Boulevard. Have been taken down. Nerd Melt.
Yeah.
All that. It's gone.
Yeah.
It's kind of a shame.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
That's where I live right there. I live
you do?
Yeah, like just a little bit north of Sunset there.
Oh, okay.
Or south of Sunset. I'm sorry. I wish I lived north of Sunset.
Wow. I mean, that's not too far from all the riots that happened after George Floyd. Were you around there?
Yeah. Melrose, that happened. And my friend's store got completely looted.
Oh, yeah. Dante, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Entire thing.
What's the name of his store?
Flashback.
What?
Flashback.
Yeah,
he's opening up again.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
They wiped him out, right?
They wiped him out.
Wow.
They left like almost nothing. And I think it was all on camera too, which is, I can't imagine what that would have been like to watch.
My God.
But he's so cool. He just was like, you know what? Something else will come along. You know what I mean? Like, this is obviously for something better. And
oh, wow.
He immediately got back up on, he was never doing badly, but he had like an offer for another job right away. And then I think he was trying to regroup. And now I believe he's turning that room into he was already doing open mics in the back, and now he's going to turn it into like a showroom, and then also sell, collectibles and whatever.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, so
that's really cool. I didn't know he was running shows out of there either.
He hasn't started yet, but he's building it so that it will be ready to go.
Cool.
Yeah, the mic had been happening for a while.
Okay.
Yeah, in the back room they had like a little tiny room with
oh, cool.
You probably seat 10 people back there.
Yeah.
Very small.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's so sad, man. He's such a good dude.
Such a good dude.
Yeah.
But he never got upset about it. He goes, I was crying when I found out. And he was like, you're more upset about it than I am.
Oh, wow.
He's like, it's going to all be okay. Whatever happens is going to be. And I think that's the attitude you kind of just have to have.
Yeah.
You just, like we were saying, like if you're not flexible, you're the tree that's going to fall over.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You need, and yeah.
What are you going to do? You can't make it not happen.
Right. Exactly. And crying over it's not going to help anything. You just got to move on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, what a crazy time though.
Yeah.
All those stores just being decimated.
Yeah. Oh, they got it bad over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even by the dime over there on Fairfax. By Cantor's.
Yeah, I think that's where they started.
Yeah.
All those sneaker shops.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then those people came over to Flashback where he had all those sneakers too.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, did he tell you the amount of like some of the shoes that he had? I mean, he had real collectible shoes, right?
I don't even want to
really
say how much money that was in that store, of worth merchandise. It was a lot.
A lot, yeah.
Like if you and I, if I lost that amount of money, I'd be upset.
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah.
But he's just one of those people that he just springs back very quickly. So I think it's attitude.
Nice. That's
Yeah, it's a good example.
It's a winner's attitude.
It is.
Absolutely.
It's
Get back on the horse. Just keep going.
I try to surround myself with the positive people like that. It seems to work out.
Yeah.
You're like that too.
Yeah. Yep, I am. And I do the same thing. I that's part of the reasons why I enjoyed booking shows too, because I could book those guys.
Oh, right.
Book those sort of people,
Totally.
And how you were saying, I got some big names that do my shows and stuff like that. Well, I admired those, comedians that would come to do this little bar show. You know what I mean? So and that's who I wanted to be like, because I thought they were so good, I was very fortunate,
Yeah, they didn't take themselves so seriously that they they couldn't see working in that.
Right. Or they thought they were too big.
Exactly.
I mean, yeah.
No, I think at that point, if when you get that big, it's better to go. I mean, it seems like it would be better to go back to your roots and be like, okay, because otherwise people already know who you are. They know your material. They're going to laugh anyways.
Right.
Put yourself in an uncomfortable situation.
Yeah.
Chris Rock, I heard when he practices his material, you know, although everyone's going to know it's Chris Rock, and yeah, he's probably at the Comedy Store, but he doesn't put his Chris Rockness into it. He'll just, he just says the material.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. No, I seen him do that.
Right.
And it was like the most unentertaining
Yeah.
comedy I've ever seen.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, but it's like if he gets a laugh without putting any energy into
Yeah.
it, then he knows he's onto something.
Right.
And then, you know, snap him into Chris Rock mode, and then,
Yeah.
you know, you've got a killer
Right.
set.
Yeah. No, I used to see him do that, and Damon Wayans Sr.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I used to see him do it too, and just like put nothing into it.
Yeah.
You know
They're
what I mean?
sitting on the stool.
Yeah, and it's like nails on a chalkboard. It's like so hard to watch, you know, because you're looking at this legend, right?
Right.
And him just like giving zero fucks, you know, and just
And they probably bumped 16 people to do it.
yeah, and then they see the light, and then they do another 40 minutes. Yeah,
Exactly. And there's nothing you can say.
right. No, yeah,
But that's the point I want to be at, where I just walk in and they're like, "Oh, Nicky Davis Miller's here. All right, everybody just
Yeah.
hang on for a bit. She's going to go up there and
Yeah.
just eat shit for a few
Yeah.
minutes. Don't worry about it."
And then people still stay.
Yeah, they stay.
And they
That's when you
stay,
know you've
and
made
then
it.
They clap.
Yeah.
Right. And when you get done with that shit.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's what it takes, man. That's what you know. They get it. They know what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've heard stories about Damon Wayans Sr., you know, that he would go into clubs and, you know, Monday through Wednesday work out this stuff, and then by Friday and Saturday that stuff would just be destroying.
Wow.
The same stuff, you know.
That quickly.
Yeah.
But he was going up probably 2 or 3 times a night somewhere.
Yeah,
He's hitting the Ha-Ha.
yeah.
He's hitting the Comedy Store. He's
Right.
going multiple sets during
Right.
the Comedy Store.
Yeah, totally. What was that comedy club on Pico?
On Pico.
Mostly African American.
Oh, the living room? Is that?
No, that's in Compton, I
Oh,
think.
okay.
I forgot what
I don't
there was
know.
another comedy club on Pico
Oh,
off of La Brea.
okay. Comedy
Union?
Union.
Yeah,
Yes.
there we go.
Yeah.
We got it.
That was a tough club.
Yeah.
It could be.
Yeah, it could be. I like their setup. I like
Yeah.
their bar, their stage and stuff. It was cool. Yeah. I wonder if they're, you know, going to stay open. I know that was like, you know, small business, you know, like
Yeah.
family owned. So I hope they come out of this.
I know there were some comics that were hanging out in front of it, a Comedy Union, when the riots were happening, just to make
really?
sure that nobody like went over
Oh.
there and fucked with it.
Right. Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, that's a good place. I hope they stay open. I like this, you know, it'd be
Yeah.
nice to just keep these smaller businesses
Yeah.
open.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you traveled at all during this whole
No,
pandemic?
not at all. I
Mhm.
barely get to the grocery store.
Yeah. Pretty much staying.
I'm staying in. I mean, I don't necessarily want to, but like it just feels kind of weird to be out and about.
Uh-huh.
I go to the grocery store like, you know, once in a while, and
Yeah.
at first we were just doing Amazon Fresh and just having him bring it.
Uh-huh.
I'm starting to go outside more. It's like I have to.
Yeah.
But I'm such an introvert, and I really like being inside almost too much.
Oh, okay.
So I have to force myself out.
Oh, all right.
You know,
Yeah.
it's easy for me just to just be by myself for really long periods of time.
Okay.
But that's not good for me.
Yeah.
I don't think
Right.
it's necessarily good for anyone.
Yeah. 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 No, it's not. It's good getting out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like now things are, I don't know, we've all we're accepting what's going on. So like things like, you know, your podcast or,
Yeah.
you know, other people's things going on, and we
Yeah.
can sort of adapt a little bit
Right.
as opposed to just shutting myself in my closet.
Right. Yeah.
And this
That's
is the
good.
most exciting thing to talk about. With the things I'm not doing.
Right.
I started working out, which I had to force myself to do that.
Yeah.
But it helps.
That's it?
Yeah, it helps my brain.
No, yeah.
Are you someone that works out?
Yeah.
I mean, you look like you do.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just got some weight equipment. I resisted because it's not cheap. It's very
Oh,
expensive.
yeah.
But yeah, I'm like I don't see these gyms opening up anytime soon.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, and when they do, I don't see me running to go do that again.
No,
So,
I know.
Yeah, so maybe I should just buy some weight equipment and stuff. Is that what you're doing, or are you going out?
No, I have I do some Zoom classes with a friend that teaches them. My friend Stacia Patwell, she teaches these really cool classes. And then I bought trampoline. I bought 2 trampolines, one for me and one for Sandra. So
nice.
we can jump on the trampolines.
Holding hands.
Yeah, exactly. But it's fun though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it probably looks ridiculous.
No, those trampolines are fun. My nieces and nephews had one. I'd have a good time.
I think it's good for your endorphins. Just, and the jumping is good for your lymphatic system.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, no, it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, good for your core too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's very important, your core.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man.
So I got some questions I'm gonna ask you.
Oh, we have actual questions.
Yeah. Because I don't write them down. I just take them from this thing.
What is that? Is that like
pod decks. These are just pre-written questions. So
I like that.
This one right here says, which talent would you most like to have?
Which talent would I most like to have? I would like to be able to be, aside from comedy, obviously, to be an amazing skater. What do you call it? Like a
roller
figure
blader?
skater.
Oh, okay.
Like an amazing
nice
figure skater or an amazing gymnast.
Okay. Yeah.
Just, it's like almost like you're flying.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Yeah. It seems like it'd be really fun.
Yeah. That would be fun.
Wouldn't do me any good in life, but it would be really fun.
Yeah. Did you see that one movie about Tyler, the blonde-haired girl that ended up hitting that other girl with a crowbar on her knees?
Oh, I, Tanya?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
I remember when that happened.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I gave Nancy Kerrigan a facial once.
You did?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was way later. She and her husband came in. But I was like, yo, it's Nancy Kerrigan.
That's cool.
She got her legs broken.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And you get to see her up close.
Yeah, right? She looked good.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. But Tanya, man, she was no joke. I mean, if the movie is true, she was just kind of, she seemed hardcore. Like,
I know.
She came from nothing.
Yeah. No, I know. That was a good movie.
I like that movie.
That lady that played her mom, she did so good.
Allison Jenny?
Yeah.
Is that her name?
I think so.
I think so. Yeah, she's real good.
Yeah. So do you ice skate at all?
Not very well. I'm a good roller skater.
Oh, nice.
Very good roller skater. I would love if they would open a roller rink somewhere right now. That's like one of my favorite things to do.
Roller rink.
Did you ever go to World on Wheels?
No.
There was a place on Venice Boulevard, sort of like, I guess kind of close-ish. No, well, more that way. But yeah, and they had a DJ, and it was like sort of like urban in there. I would be the only, white lady, middle-aged white woman just skating around, with all the high school kids when they would get out of school. It was so fun, though.
Oh, it sounds like
really
a
good
time.
music. Yeah, and the lights, and it was fun. It's a good escape.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
What would you play in high school?
You mean like sports?
Yeah.
I'm horrible at sports. So bad at sports. I think I did basketball when I was in the 5th grade, and that was terrible. I think I tried everything. I tried soccer. Wasn't good at that. Wasn't good at softball. Wasn't good at sports is not my thing. No, competitive sports was never my thing. I wanted to be, but it just, it just wasn't. I don't know. I know I was 2 feet tall and a girl and just didn't have it. I don't know. The interest didn't keep me. My dad would try to teach me. Mm-hmm. This is going nowhere, this story, by the way.
There's no payoff to this.
Okay, yeah. So
just in case you're hanging on.
You fast forward.
Need to go to the bathroom. Go to the bathroom and we'll sum it up.
We'll get to the next card by the time you get back.
That's hilarious.
All right, what's the next pod card on there?
All right, ready?
Yeah.
So, if you had someone following you around all the time, what would you have them do?
I would have them fix my hair constantly. Just always make sure it looks good in the front and the back.
Nice.
Yeah. I've got some major podcast hair happening today. It's okay in the front, but if you look at the back, pretty gnarly. It's a lot of sleeping on this. Can you see it? No.
No, it looks good.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was pretty messy earlier. I have to remind myself to look that there is stuff that people can see the back of your head occasionally.
Right on. Let's see what this other question says. What's the favorite thing you've brought this year? What's your favorite thing that you've bought this year?
My favorite thing that I bought, aside from the trampoline, I think it might just be the trampoline.
That's pretty badass.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. I think it might be the trampoline. It's given me hours of enjoyment. It also enables me, so because I'm short, I can see if I leave the window blinds open, I can see what's going on in my neighborhood when I jump up. So I can have like a little neighborhood watch trampoline sesh. It's kind of nice.
That's cool.
Yeah.
All right. If you were to die and come back as a person or thing, what do you think it would be?
God, that's deep. As a person or a thing?
Mm-hmm.
Like a specific person?
As a person or thing, what do you think it
It's
would be?
very vague. I don't know. I don't know. I like being me.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd want to be a thing.
I know.
Who wants to be a thing?
Yeah. Hey, I want to be a screwdriver.
Exactly. I'd like to be a celery stalk.
Right.
A screwdriver. Air conditioning unit for sure.
Right. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Giving us a lot of thought.
Yeah. Can I just be a tripod?
That's so weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's a weird question.
Let's see. If you could be guaranteed one thing in life besides money, what would it be?
To be highly respected at what I do.
You are.
Oh, thanks. By a lot of people, not just by you.
Well,
by many, by the masses.
not just this podcast host.
Yeah, no.
No, this ain't good enough for you, Nikki.
It's good. It's good.
Jesus.
It's good. But, we're talking by the end of my life, though. Yeah.
I wish I could have the respect of all podcast hosts, not just you.
Yeah, exactly. I want Mark Maron.
Yeah,
I want Gregory Simmons.
Yeah.
Howard Stern.
That's hilarious.
That wouldn't be the worst thing, actually. By all podcast hosts. Yes.
Well, this is great, Nikki. It was so good seeing you.
It's great to see you too.
Yeah, and if people want to look you up and stalk you, where can they do that?
I don't do Facebook, so I'm on it, but I never check it. But Instagram at Miller Comedy.
Okay.
Please follow me. I need followers. I really do. I need some numbers. Give me some numbers.
Don't just look at her picture.
That's right.
Like it and leave a comment.
Definitely.
You know?
All of those things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Please do that. And I would like to make a promise, but I don't have a good promise. I used to promise people on stage if I got 20 new followers, I would like post a picture of myself in my bra.
Nice.
It never happened though. So, so if I get 20 new followers the first time that this is aired, I will post a picture of myself in a bra.
Ooh, yeah, do it, guys.
Okay.
Yeah. Definitely leave her a comment and a like.
Yeah. It has to be a comment and a like and 20 new followers.
Yeah. All right. So.
Do it! Just do it!
Hazlo.
Hazlo, yeah. And what about a website? Do you have a website at all? Or just Instagram, Twitter?
I think I have NikkiDavisMiller.com, but it's for my skincare at the moment.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna separate that off into a comedy website too.
Yeah.
I
wouldn't. I would just keep it like that.
Just keep it the way it is.
Yeah. And like, oh, that comedian was so funny tonight. What was your website? Oh, yeah, let's go to her website. Oh, wow. This is some weird shit.
This isn't funny at all.
Yeah. No, it'd just be so weird, you know?
Like
you don't mention
stuff.
anything
Nothing.
about...
Never even mention the comedy.
No, you don't mention that the facials and everything, and then they go to your comedy website, and it's like, oh. Okay, I know the joke's somewhere in here. It's very,
something chemical peel.
Yeah.
I don't remember
Yeah, I don't know. I don't get this joke.
that. I'm sure that happens a lot. during
That's
my
the
set.
joke.
Yeah, that's the joke. Yeah, you do get
you
it.
like Andy Kaufman of them.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, this is my website. It has nothing to do with comedy.
comedy or anything.
Yeah, that's all right. Well, thank you for coming out and
Hey.
seeing me. It was so great seeing you.
It's great to see you too.
And I think you're an amazing talent.
Thank you. I love you.
And I love you. You're amazing.
Oh,
and
you're a sweetheart.
yeah, I love you. And thank you for doing this.